morning, fine caravan trader. Welcome to Sanctuary. Almost forgot the name of the place. Yes, I'm back. It's been a while since I made any videos. We're gonna try to do some Fallout 4. Just a little quick town and village showcase. No kind of action, just a little something simple. I'm using a shit ton of mods in Fallout 4. So many that I'm not going to list them all in the description because I would never be able to fit them all in there at all. I'm using a webcam. Never done that before. I found this old Logitech webcam in my stuff. Apparently still works. I don't know how to fix the contrast and stuff on it. Kind of looks like my face is washed out from the brightness. I tried turning the overhead lights off, but that made it worse. Bro, have you ever been to Detroit? No, let me stop. I've never been to Detroit. Yeah, so I'm using a lot of mods for this. Trying out a few things. I don't know if I'm going to stick with the webcam. I don't know if I like that. I don't know if you guys want to see my ugly face. So let's get started. So there's like 4 structures here. We'll get started at the beginning here. So I moved the sign over here. I got rid of a lot of the debris. We probably got about four original houses left. We got this house here. I don't know what you would call this kind of house. Tudor house. I don't even know what kind of house it is. Victorian style, I guess you could say, kind of, sort of. I like to build, if you looked at any of my other town and village builds, you would see that I like to build these kind of houses with these overhangs and look like they got little added bits and pieces over the generations that a family might have owned it. The base is always a lot smaller than the top. Yo, calm down. Don't mess up my bushes. Whoa. Stop doing that. See, I got some green grass going on. I tried doing some leafy trees to make the trees look like they had more leaves on them, but unfortunately, it screwed up my frame rate too much. I think I'm already pushing it. I'm on a PC, but I think I'm pushing it with all this shit. One of the things I like to do is merge things together. Back in the day, we used to use the rug and pillar glitches and the wire glitches to run wires and stuff where they couldn't go, and to put stuff together where they couldn't, you know, like they weren't allowed to merge or clip or whatever you would say. So I'm on PC, so I'm using the place everywhere. I think it is on PC. Everywhere? Yeah, everywhere is PC. And I'm also using Whisper's Workshop Utilities. Both of those will allow me to maneuver, change the size, change the orientation, duplicate, all this kind of good stuff. So what I do a lot of times, if there's stuff I can't find in the menu or stuff that's like buried deep in the menus and I might want it again really easily, I'll just put them off to the side here and duplicate them as they need. Like, I don't see this door in any of my menus, so I saved it from our original house. This is where I stole all the armor, power armor that I find in the world. I figured if I take all the plates off and just store them, it might help with the frame rate. Still not sure it does, but there's a few of them that I left kind of open. Left with the armor on it. Children of Adam, the Submersible shit that's supposed to be from like BioShock, which is really cool. You got your Captain Cosmo stuff, right? Is it Captain Cosmo? Right? Yeah, Captain Cosmo. Plus a little action figure. This badass looking thing. I forget where I got that from, but that thing's fucking sick AF. Right, and then a couple of these extra spare power armors. Everything's like stored in here. Yeah, so you got 1 regular house, 2 regular house, 3 regular house, 4, 5, and 6. So there's 6 original houses left. Then, of course, this is the base house that everybody uses as, you know... Shut up, Piper. So, yeah, you know, the house that everybody starts off with, where you get your first work table and stuff. You know, if I put a chair there, will you sit in the chair? Yeah, you got your drivable motorcycle. I got my drivable APC. This thing's a bitch. I mean, a beast. This is just a light that I put over here because I didn't see it in there, and I might want to use it for other kind of decorations. I just stack it there for just a brief second. Here's another weird construct I built. It's just an engine on a trolley, on a train trolley, just for the hell of it. What I like to do is I like to make it look like being that, you know, like power in the Commonwealth is kind of iffy in a post-apocalyptic wasteland, maybe they're using some of these vehicles and stuff. They're using the power plants because obviously you can blow up a car, right? And the car blows up with it. Yeah, you told me already, Sheffield, like 1,000 times. 1,000 fucking times. Thank you. It's like I can think street clearly now. Oh, watch out, watch out, watch out. So yeah, so being that you can blow up the cars and you get a nice big atomic plume out of it, I figure since it's supposed to represent that it still has some kind of power plant in it, maybe a lot of these vehicles they're using to jack power out, you know, and use the vehicles themselves as the power plants rather than just have a willy-nilly motor sitting around, you know what I mean? So here's another building, and here's another building. We're going to look at 4 altogether. Alright. Trying to catch some extra Brahmin over here. I caught an extra one, but it's not. Doesn't seem to be catching another one. So here's where I keep all my armor. Unique pieces of armor. Every time I get one of these guys to join us, I send them here, and I put Mandalorian armor on them. Because we're all part of a covenant, a covert, as they call it. So once they join the covert, they become the Mandalorian, and their old gear is put here. Then you got some of the responder add-on pack that adds the responder faction, which is like the fire department and rescue EMS type of guys. Over here you got, let me see what we got here. Okay, this is the Vault-Tec guy. This is Vault-Tec guy's armor. This is Nick's armor. This is, I forget his name. The guy that calls you to help you with the, this guy. What the hell's his name? What the hell's your name, dude? Silver Shroud. Yeah, so he's the one that calls you about the Silver Shroud. No matter how many times I try to save him, he always dies. So I took his clothes in to honor him. I put it on a mannequin here. This, of course, is the Silver Shroud. This is some guy that I don't know who this guy is. Oh, Lorenzo. Okay, he's the guy with the magical thing on his head. Then you got your spacesuits over here. Grognak. Here's some biker scout, some Mandalorian, Stormtrooper, and all the rest of the yada yada yadas. Then of course you got your donut guys. Make some donuts. I didn't build a Slocum Joe's. I don't know if I want to build a Slocum Joe's. I don't know if it's going to fit with the theme that I'm trying to come up with here, which is kind of more Mandalorian. Yeah, resized the trees a little bit, added some extra trees. Okay, the fog is going to roll in just as I'm doing a nice video showcase. This building was the barracks, or is the barracks, is a barracks type of place. Sort of. This is basically the building that I built just so that we could boost up our population. See, we only have 17 people, but we have 38 beds in here. And I think one of the problems is that we only have 24 food, so maybe they're not adding more people because of that. And happiness is going down for some reason. So I just built this to bring the population up because I just wanted to like start piling people into the armor and just build up the ranks a little bit. Get away, get away. I don't know why you guys got to be so loud. That's like cargo. This is like an add-on. It's like cargo buddy. Like you can basically pile up a whole bunch of loot into this guy and he's like a roving chest. We also have cargo buddy. What do you call it? Was it beer buddy? Brew buddy? You know, the one that gives you drinks and tells you corny jokes. We kept him. I didn't send him to wherever the hell he was supposed to go. Okay, so let's get started. So, I'll try to showcase the mods that I do use in this video specifically, like Slocum Joe's Creation Club stuff. This stuff here is all from the Modular. I want to say Modular. Let's see what we got. That's a metal. There we go. Pre-war sanctuary and post-war sanctuary. So it's like modular sanctuary, I think it's called. Is the thing. Then this is this stained glass stuff is Unicorn Farts and God Rays is the name of that mod. Yeah, weird silly name. This is a really cool mod. I am a sucker for any stained glass. Is the door? I think the door's backwards. Right now it's open. Now it's closed. That's why he's getting confused.
I'll see what I can do.
No. Alright, so anyway. So yeah, I love stained glass in any game that I play with building. Especially like if I play Minecraft. I love using stained glass. But what's really cool about this stained glass is that that when the light shines through it, I believe don't know if you can see it like that. The light shines through it. It usually casts like the shadows on it. See, like this is an on light. See how it's shining the different colors of the glass on there, and the graphic is really cool. It definitely looks like glass. Definitely looks like a Bethesda asset, like with the way something would look in Skyrim, like the windows. Really cool, really cool.
If you need anything proofread.
A lot of Star Wars stuff I have added, like reskin some of the stuff so it looks like Star Wars. But you can see sometimes the Nuka-Cola stuff, you know, like sometimes the original still comes out. Take that. I have a mod that I think is magically refreshing these things. I don't know if the Vim one does it. Sunset Saparilla does. And I also have a Dr. Quench, I think it's called. So yeah, this is their kitchen. This is their common eating area. It's a pain in the ass to get all the stuff to match up. You're gonna see like right here, like there's a weird like gap over here, like I couldn't get everything to match up. But this is before I was using the placement mods, like Place Everywhere and Whispers. So I can actually come back here and fix this up a little bit. Then you got your booths from Slocum Joe's. You know what's weird? I got another one of these somewhere else that's actually flowing. We'll look at that in a minute. See, like how this cabinet, you know what cabinet it is, but now it just looks like a Star Wars thing. Alright, so this is their bathroom area where they can do their laundry and use the bathroom, take a shower.
Never thought a reporter could consider themselves a success.
Alright, then you have working aquariums, which is like a really cool mod. This is a really, really cool mod. I love the way it throws the lighting up like that. Right? Anything animated. Right? This table is just here for the hell of it. It's not supposed to be here. So here's barracks room 1. You got your lockers for them, your beds and stuff. Nothing personal. They're not meant to hang out in here. They're just meant to keep their stuff and go to bed. You come upstairs. We have some more barracks. Like I said, this was just all done to get them all to start spawning more people and stuff. See, some of the doors have some Star Wars graphics on them as well. There's a lot of this going on because a lot of stuff is merged. But we can ignore that, right? So yeah, this is basically what it is. I guess we could put some decorations on the shelves at some point or another. You know, I like to make sure everything has balconies and you know, like walkways and stuff. I like medieval type builds, especially like when it looks like the village is like all piled together and real close, and there's walkways and balconies and secret ways to go. So yeah, the front has a nice porch area. Yeah, no kidding, Nick. Alright. Yeah, I also do some janky wiring. I'm janky with the wiring. Like I said, I do the wire glitch, so I'm sure I could probably clean that up and make it look better. But I really kind of don't want it to. I like the way it looks with all the wires out. Is this a regular grill? No. So yeah, I have the mod that lets me use these as actual cooking. So here's the back porch. They got your ice machine. We're going to hook this up with some more seating area a little bit. Piper, you are fucking everywhere, aren't you? We use some Slocum Joe's lighted ceilings for the front and back porches, which looks really cool. This is my garden area just for the meantime. This is, I guess, where they were originally doing some gardening, so I just keep adding more and more to it.
Would you like me to go with you?
No, Ada's the head gardener, so she's always over here. Who's this? Crybaby? Who's this? Oh, that's McCready. See, McCready's got Din Djarin's armor on, while I have Din Djarin's helmet, and I have this other armor that's from another mod. I have 3 different Mandalorian, or 3 or 4 different Mandalorian armors on. So if you want to do your Mandalorian stuff, just look it up on Nexus or in the Bethesda.net mods. You'll find them in there. Just type Mandalorian in there. I'm not going to link them. Because who the hell knows which one you're looking for. See, here's another one. It's the Jango Fett one.
I wouldn't be very good company right now.
The Jango Fett one, strangely enough, gave me 2 sets. Like, it spawns a guy in that walks around, right? I guess it's supposed to be Jango Fett. You take care of him, you off him, and then you could take the armor. Then later on, he's walking around again, you off him, you could take the armor again. So you always end up with 2 sets of armor. The armor itself, while it looks good, does not mesh on the body right. So it's all hanging off and looking all janky, like it's falling apart. So the only good part about it is, in my case anyway, is the helmet. So both the Longs have those 2 helmets. June and Marcy both have the 2 Jango helmets on because they're a couple. Preston Garvey gets one with horns to show that he's more in charge. And it's now 2024. 2024, and we're still getting this freaking these NPCs on the roof glitch. What the hell is this? Why is there a cigar box up here? I never saw that before. Alright. So this is the barracks. Okay, so moving on to the next house we did, which is the second house. Here is the machine shop. The machine shop is a place I built for Mama Murphy, because as you may know, Mama Murphy's a pain in the neck. She always wants meds and stuff like that. She wants her special chair. When you make her special chair, 9 out of 10 times, she sits down and never gets up again. If you have a game where she gets out of her chair, I would be very surprised. But I've never ever had her get out of that chair once she gets in it. Even deleting the chair through console commands, she stays in that spot. So what I decided to do was make a place where she is contained, and the way I did it was, here is the backstory. Since Mama Murphy has the sight, I don't know, what's the sight? Is that like, was that like the Force? I guess we're playing Mandalorian, so I guess it could be like a way she uses the Force by eating chemicals. So in her zeal to get more and more of the sight going, in her experimentations and concoctions, she ended up causing a humongous explosion, which nearly killed her, blew her apart. So she had to be... She was gonna die, and Preston Garvey and the rest made the momentous decision to keep her alive via prosthetics and mechanical stuff, due to the fact of the what's the word for it? The unknown variable that the wasteland provides. So due to that it's too much of an unknown variable, they decided to keep her alive so that they could keep utilizing her use of the sight. Unfortunately, she had to have some of her limbs replaced by Gen 2 synths parts. She has to be contained in a suit because she can no longer breathe on her own. The explosion also tore apart Nick, blew apart most of his remaining flesh, destroyed some of his limbs. He had to be replaced with some Gen 2 synth parts. He also wears this suit now, which is external plating. He does not want to use the rubberized skin no more. So he opted to follow what the Dust Devils do and use the armor plating from old robots. The same thing with Codsworth. Codsworth just happened to be there and he got blown to smithereens. We'll see him around here somewhere later. He might be up at the Cantina. But Codsworth, all that was left to him was his servo brain. And so he's been rebuilt into a new robot as well. So let's go on into the machine shop and see what's there. This build uses Snappy HouseKit. It also uses some Slocum Joe tile foundation, so it looks like the tile floors. We're using potted plants and trees. 12 potted plants and trees, I think it's called, for the trees. All this greeblies, this wall greeblies come from Snappy as well. Vanilla generator, all this other stuff is Snappy. And this was vanilla warehouse floor, and vanilla dumpster, or skip if you're from across the pond. All right, so going inside, I believe this counts as vanilla, right? So you'll see a lot of vanilla stuff and a lot of extra stuff. A lot of mods were used to give me stuff that's in the game, but it's not normally in your build menu. So here's the machine shop. As you can see, it's a lot of good detail in here. So you have your robot building spot on the bottom. Lots of stations. You got lockers for your safety gear and all that. I'm using a mod that adds paintings, Star Wars paintings to the paintings and decorations. Some of them look like regular paintings, like of Palpatine and stuff like that. And then some of them are made to look like these kind of control panels so that you could use them just for situations like this, where you need like some control panels going on. See that? And then we also added in some workbenches, some generic, workstations and machinery looking stuff, some more inside wall greeblies. I try to make it look like we're stockpiling some fuel, maybe. These I guess have Mr. Handies in them. I guess they're supposed to be Mr. Handies that are not built yet, but I was trying to make it look like it was the fuel that was being packed, or maybe it's even like robot parts, who knows. And then you got yourself full of some stuff, with the appropriate stuff like coolant and solvent, oil. all that kind of stuff. Try to put some tools around. The thing is that some of these things, if you bump into them, they'll fall. I just now recently learned how to make stuff static so that they won't get knocked over. I had to learn that for the upstairs. We'll look at that in a minute. So yeah, here's some x-ray stuff going on. It's supposed to look like we're looking at Mama Murphy's bones that were destroyed, like when they were operating. And plus it's blinking, so I also added a spark effect, which is from... Spark effect is from... either ESO or Castle in the Sky, maybe. I don't remember which one does the effects. I forget which one does effects. See, there's more stuff that was switched over to have a Star Wars look. You got some workstations. I'm not sure where the electronic workstation comes from. I think that's a mod that adds this weird shit to it. I don't know exactly how to use it. I try to make this look like it was the brains of the operation. No pun intended, or pun intended, actually. Boop. Yeah, so this is all hardwired into the machinery. Maybe it's running a show for everything like that. You know, and some random odd bits and bobs that are just like melded together to just make it look like stuff. Mechanical stuff happening. Here we got 2 generators going. I don't know what this does. Yeah, we got 2 generators in here. No, more workstations and stuff like that. Then we're going to go up top where we have Mama Murphy. So now Mama Murphy's forever in this chair. She doesn't want to get up.
Young man I used to know. Never looking for trouble, but always finding it.
Yep, that's how I am in real life too, ma'am. That's how I am in real life too. So yeah, this is where she stays now. She's got to be constantly monitored to make sure her health is okay. She was in another suit, but we encased her in the deep diving suit because it can maintain pressure pretty well. So now she's got robotic limbs and she's encased in this suit. Sort of like Darth Vader. But she can never get up out of this chair. She's constantly wired into this chair. So she's also like the Emperor from 40K. She's forever in her throne. And of course all the rest of the monitoring equipment and stuff around like that. You can see another Star Wars painting that's made to look like a control panel. I also try to leave some actual tools and stuff. So it's like, these are what they work on, her mechanical parts. Maybe they need a hammer every once in a while to knock something loose. Then you have all this stuff up here. I think the items themselves are not static, but the tray itself is. So the tray can't be knocked over.
Take care of yourself, dear.
But as long as nobody comes up here, like none of the other NPCs come up here, then this stuff should be okay. This is from a separate mod that just gives a couple of these view screens. The only problem with that mod is that you have to pick the size of the screen you want, and you have to pick the listen, I'm not even talking to you, lady. You have to pick what screen you want on there and what size screen, and then that's what you download. So you don't have a choice in game. And then over here we got Lorenzo's crown, and that's for when Mama Murphy really needs to get down and dirty with the sight, and she could come up here and pull the helmet off.
Sanctuary will be a vibrant community.
Yeah.
I've seen it.
Hey, Richie's on. So we can take the helmet off, put the crown on her, get some sight, and quickly put the helmet back on before she burns out. And the Vault Tech guy, whatever his real name is, nobody knows, I guess. He was also affected in the blast, and he wears the Mechanist suit. But he seems to know a bit about mechanical items, so every once in a while he'll be in there doing stuff. So we rely on him. So that's the machine shop. So we try to get it.
Something out of the Commonwealth yet.
Yeah, we will. We will. It's a good thing we got mods. So I try to get it to get that whole like kind of warehousey kind of feel. Like an experimental shop type feel. But there you go. That is the machine shop. The machine shop will probably stay forever. This building might be subject to change though, because I'm not really too happy with it. But we'll see.
Anything I can do?
This place is really coming together, huh? I can't take all the credit.
So this is our original house. I accidentally deleted the roof and put the roof from that house over there. As you can see, it's ever so slightly smaller for some reason. Okay, structure number 3. Structure number 3. So this is a medieval house, not a medieval house, a more like a Victorian style house, but without all that Victorian. Shut up. Without all that Victorian style extra decorations with the crenellations and stuff like that. This took a lot of maneuvering of parts to do because a lot of parts didn't want to fit. I had to blend walls together to make them fit because everything was just off-kilted just enough that certain things did not want to match up. You could even see like a bit of wall sticking out up there. I'll probably have to put a greebly on that so that you can't see, like a roof greebly. So let's quickly just shut that door so we get the proper effect. Okay. Did somebody just open that up? Okay. So we're looking at the outside of the house. It's a 3-story house. The bottom floor is a separate dwelling, you could say. So this will be a separate house over here on this platform. I extended it out a little bit with some parts. This is like a linoleum? What is this? Let's find out. Linoleum foundation. Is it... I'm not sure if it comes with the... Oh, it's part of this. Yeah, so it's part of the modular sanctuary house bits. Anne Hargraves. I don't even know where she came from. So here's another blend thing I did. We made this look like... At some point, they managed to drive this van thing over here with this generator on top, and they just left it here. Because it probably died out when it got here. Whatever was left of it. And they just rigged the generator up directly just to get the power that they need. You got some what is this, Far Harbor decorations going on over here, and most of this other stuff is Snappy. So there's some vanilla stuff here, like this is vanilla. This I literally copied off another house because for some reason we don't have, I can't find this inside decorations or anything like that, which is I'm surprised. A little hose reel. Yeah, so most of this is Snappy. These are actually humongous, and I downscaled them. You got some vanilla Halloween decorations going on that I pilfered off the other house. We have lighted Christmas lights. This is its own thing. It's like 3 different sizes of just a string of lights. They don't turn on or off or blink or anything like that. They don't need their own power. I mean, they don't need to be connected to power. Got some little advertisements going on. You got your dumpster. Right, my frame rate's going a little weird. Okay, so let's go look inside. Okay, so I wonder if that's upstairs. So inside we have the main area, which is like your little kitchen area. Like, I'm surprised that this light doesn't come on. This is supposed to be a light. It'd be cool if it did. But I merged this light in here just to give the effect. So you have your little kitchen area, your table. A lot of lighting glitches I get like that too as well. Here's your seating area. I really like these TVs. I'm not sure what mod pack gives them. It might be ESO. It might be something else. It might be a TV pack on its own. I'm not sure. I can't remember. I gotta figure out what these mods are so I can properly list them. I mean, I could basically just list any building mods that I'm using, and it's pretty much basically a lot of, whatever's in those lists. So here's the bathroom. Here's some like new stuff. I couldn't find a new tub in the list. There's all this new stuff here, but I couldn't find a new looking tub, and I didn't want to put another shower stall down here. So yeah, this is the little bathroom. Also, a thing that I can't find in the list is the thermostat, so I keep taking them and cloning them and using them in different places. So yeah, this is the downstairs. We still got to put some decorations up. Little cozy apartment. So then we'll go look at the upstairs apartment, which is 2 floors. So you come up the stairs here to this side, and you go through this door, and you're immediately in the little kitchen area. Pretty sure we could use a probably a small work table, another work table here. Where is that collision coming from? Okay, and this is the common area. You got your table and chairs over here. You got some storage. You got your seating area where you can come and chill and relax. There's your TV up there, and also another small seating area. This is, I think, like a little VCR type of thing. You can play stuff on that. We got dresser here, and in here is the bathroom. Yeah, a little bit bigger. Where the hell is that collision? Okay, and the bathroom has 2 doors. One that leads back to the staircase. And then goes through to the kitchen. Alright, so then if we go upstairs, this is where the bedroom would be. So you can see there's actually another little gappage over there. I gotta figure out how to fix that. So we come up here, this would have been the master bedroom. This is probably gonna have some walls here. Maybe this will be like the closet. And then this is the main area. I put some spooky decorations here. Sometimes this, depending on the time of day and what's going on, you can see this from down there, and it looks pretty spooky. Pretty spooky. I wonder if I should turn that around so that the door opens inside instead. See, and then that's the Victorian house. Oh wait, we didn't look at this, did we? Yeah, because we got this porch area as well. See that? Nice porch to chill, smoke a doobie, drink some wine, watch the rain coming down. You know? I want to know what that noise is. It sounds like when bones... It sounds like there's a collision issue somewhere. Is there a collision going on up here? Hello? Something's in there anyway. Anyway. Okay, and that was the Victorian house. Okay, let's go to the final place. This is my version of the Mos Eisley Cantina from the Star Wars universe. This is where Obi-Wan Kenobi took young Luke Skywalker when they first met Han Solo and Chewbacca. So this is my version of it, you know, like what you can get away with, what's available in the game, and, you know, the look of everything. And I followed a blueprint that I believe was a floor plan for a gaming, like a tabletop gaming, like it was like a floor plan for that, so you could do your characters in there. So anyway, we walk up here. This is the main entrance. In the movie, we were seeing 2 Jawas sitting here. There was like a big old lizard thing here. Dewback was chilling out over here. This is basically like the machine room, or one of the machine rooms. So that's what it says on the blueprint anyway, so that's what I put there. So then you walk in here, you have the main vestibule going on over here. You come in here. This thing starts making noise. He comes down here. He looks around. The guy over here goes, "Hey, they can't come in here," or whatever. And Luke Skywalker's like, "Huh? What?" And he's like, "Droids, we don't serve their kind here. They'll have to leave." And then Luke's like, "Okay, 3PO, go ahead outside. We don't want any trouble." Something like that, right? So yeah, so you got your bar here. You got all your little vestibules going on. All right. I put some Jangles the Moon Monkey in here, and I oversized them a little bit so that they look like maybe some kind of weird denizens. All these beer bottles and stuff, they're all like static, so nothing can fall over. Nobody can bump into anything. The NPCs do come in here. They do come in here, so you got like a lot of seating areas. So some of these chairs you can sit in, some of them you can't. Like some of them are kind of blocked. All right, here's your main bar everywhere. Your main bar area. Well, we got a lot of noise clash now. Let's just look at this real quick. So this is where the Cantina band would have been. So since we don't have a Cantina band action going on there, I made a Cantina band with these RoboBrain dudes. Right? So you got these RoboBrain dudes that are just constantly doing this animation. This is like a soundboard. I think this came from the people who were doing the radio station for Silver Shroud. It was some people that went to a radio station somewhere. I had to help. And these guys, I think, are from the Mechanist thing. What is it? Automatron? I think that's what they're from. Or there's another mod that gives us access to those. This is from a mod that gives all sorts of extra statues as well as this. So I put them 2 in there to be like he's doing some keyboard stuff as well as them. Maybe he's got drum machine and they're doing keyboards. And then this one's doing the vocals. Right? So then we got 2 oversized radios. And if you notice how it says tune. So I have a mod that if you add like extra radio stations or even the regular radio stations, you realize that you can only like tune your radio here, right? So you can't change stations on these things. Is you either getting the classical station or you getting the Boston, whatever the hell it is, radio. I don't know, what is it called? Boston City? Yeah, whatever it is. Right? So I added a mod that allows you to tune the stations in, and then I added this Carpenter Brit, which is like synth kind of music. So I put 2 of them here so that we could get the stereo effect. I can't really get it to sound louder than that. Okay, we don't want to put too much of that on because we don't want no copyrights going on. Probably might get a copyright anyway. But that's the Cantina, and you got some extra seats here, some extra lighting. My frame rate's dropping down. I've got a fog condenser there just to look like something. I don't know. Just to make it look like it's some kind of machinery. Some nice artwork on the walls. You know? Lots of Mandalorian, what do you call it, livery around. Here's the small back area. In-game, or in-universe, this would be a staircase that leads down into a basement area. But since we can't do this, we just made this as like a food prep. So, like, this is really cool. But, like, look at this water fountain over here. How come this water cooler bubbles and the other one doesn't? Like, this must be a separate thing, right? Then you got your food paste machine. Some various other bits and bobs here. And then you go back here, we're behind the bar. Nice and sizable, so you can have multiple bartenders working at the same time. Here's your kind of, I guess, cash register jammy. Right? I should probably put some cups and shit up here. And that would work better. Then you got Takahashi. He's just a statue, so he can't really do anything. Some more dispensary stuff. So then I added some couple of small fireplaces here. Then I put this food cooking station here. Alright, and then on top of that, these are ashes from, like, you know, when you like shoot somebody with like a laser gun or whatever and they turn into a pile of ash. So there's a mod, or part of a mod that gives that. I'm pretty sure it's the same one that gives me the sparks and smoke effects. Just to make it look like it's a bed of ashes, I put this like dolphin thing here. So it looks like that's a big chunk of meat that they're cooking up. Alright, then you got your back door with your back little prep area. In there is 2 different smoke sources. Smoke effect sources. Let's see if we could find what that is. Smoke source. So that was, I want to say... See this ESO over here? Is it this? Miscellaneous? No, it wasn't ESO. Was it master plan? No, it wasn't master plan, was it? Decorations. Oh, look at this. I didn't even know that these kind of things were here, huh? I gotta look at this. What was that, a wagon? Cool. It wasn't Cabin in the Woods, right? A fire, paintings. See, it's kind of corny because the paintings that they give you are just the same paintings that are in the game, so it's like, why do you even have these here? Just like, no point. Oh, maybe it was decoration, SO. Let's see, Barry Electronics Institute, Mechanist, Vault, signs, posters, landscape, festival. See, clutter was these things. Ash pile, see? So you got, come on menu. Come on menu, wake up. So you had a couple, plasma goo pile, modular goo pile, ash pile, ash pile. Like one ash pile is that, and the other one is, what's the difference? Oh, one's glowing and one's not. Okay. So there you go. And this is the control thing for whispers. which you saw there. So then you have SOE packs FX, and then yeah, this is where I got the fire, the smoke, sparks. So like you could do like one of these. Like you take this, you put this down here, and you see it throws out sparks. And the same thing with the fire or smoke. Put this here. See, it throws out some smoke. See, and the thing is once you have this, right? So like you could take like let's get rid of this. We could take this and like literally like put that in something, right? Then we could go like this and shrink it down, right? So that it's barely visible and you can't see it at all. And you got some weird effect like this tree smoking. See that? You can kind of see it someplace. We'll get rid of this control sphere. Disable. Place that there. See, shrink it down one more. Boom. Shrink it down one more. Boom. See, now it's inside the tree. Okay? So if I grab the tree and move it, boom, it's there. See? So that's how that works. Right? I also put these shutters on here. Because, like, the round windows looked more than more to the effect that I was looking for than the rectangular windows of the same build pack. The only thing is that when you open it, you know, they stick out the side, which doesn't look bad, still looks kind of cool. It just kind of gives like a very slight reminiscence to the Vault Tech sign, which is the circle with the lines. All right. The NPCs still try to follow the old path behind this original foundation. For some reason, I thought maybe putting this path blocks here would help that. Let them swing around to the backside there, but apparently it doesn't. So I'm not sure if they're actually walking in there, or if they are just appearing there, like when I do like a rest. Like if I sit here and I go like this. Oh, I can't sit in that chair. Can I sit in this chair? Can't sit in that chair either. Okay, I can sit in this chair definitely. See, that's the thing. I gotta rotate some of these chairs so that NPCs can actually get into it. Because once they can get into it, then... Watch my camera bug out. Did it, right? See?
There's no sport to spilling blood.
Every time I'm waiting. See? If I wait, sometimes dudes appear. Nick, how are you sitting? Okay. See how he's over there too? That's pretty cool. See, I like that they'll come in there and use it, but I don't think he walked in here. I think he just appeared there when the game loaded him in, right? Alright, so that's the Cantina. This is one of my coolest builds. This is one of the ones that I'm proudest of. Out of a lot of the builds that I made in all of these games, that's pretty much the coolest one I've ever built. Because it looks the part. You know, it definitely looks like what it was meant to look like. You know, there's no guesswork involved or anything like that. Right? There you go. Yeah, 4 houses or 4 structures for 1 town and village video. There you go. Thanks, guys. Thanks for watching. And hopefully we'll figure out something else. Let me end this video before Carla gets mad at me. Hi, Carla.